I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass. And I'm all out of bubblegum.
The Firearms Policy Coalition has come to kick butt and chew bubblegum, and they're all out of bubblegum. Stick by and watch this episode of Guns and Gadgets. Hey everybody, welcome back to Guns and Gadgets, your premier source for Second Amendment news. If it is Second Amendment news you are after, this is where you will find it, so please consider subscribing and join this growing freedom family. We are more powerful as a group with you in it, and spread it around to your friends as well. Sorry about the They Live reference, that's been on my mind the last couple days. Solid movie, and it was like foreshadowing how many years ago? 25, 30 years ago? Ugh. So let's talk about the Firearms Policy Coalition. They have filed so many lawsuits in the last 4 weeks on the tyrannical governments or police departments that have decided that the is a reason to violate someone's Second Amendment rights. And it's happening in a lot of places. And the Firearms Policy Coalition is kicking the door in every one of those. Well, almost every one of those. Guys, come to Massachusetts. So there's so many of them, literally. I'm going to read the list. But I just want to tell you about a new one that they just filed today in Pennsylvania. So the Firearms Policy Coalition and 3 individuals filed a federal Second Amendment and 14th Amendment lawsuit against the Allegheny County Sheriff William P. Mullen, the County of Allegheny, and the Pennsylvania State Police Commissioner, Colonel Robert Evanchik. Now, this case is going to be Cowey, C-O-W-E-Y, et al. Versus Sheriff William Mullen, et al. If you're going to look it up, I'll have a link down below. You can find it very easily through that link. But what I like about this is the swiftness of how Firearms Policy Coalition reacted here. Yesterday, Sheriff Mullen and the Sheriff's Department closed the Firearms Division. Now, the FPC lawsuit challenges the county defendant's policies and practices, including the decision to close the Firearms Division. It's also targeting the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania's ban on carrying weapons, all of which go to suppress and prevent the plaintiffs and Firearms Policy Coalition members' right to self-defense, and even more so, the right to bear arms in public. So the Plaintiffs' Council is going to be made up of Adam Kraut, who you should know. If you don't, look him up. Great dude. He's the Firearms Policy Coalition Director of Legal Services. Joining him are also Raymond DiGiuseppe of the DiGiuseppe Law Firm and Joshua Prince. And if you haven't heard of him, he's a Pro 2A attorney in Pennsylvania. He's awesome. He's with the Civil Rights Defense Firm, and I have some quotes for you. The first is from Adam Kraut. He's always got a great comment. The Commonwealth's criminal laws and the shutdown of Allegheny County Sheriff's Firearms Division, among other laws, policies, and practices, we challenge, in this case, make it impossible for our clients to lawfully carry firearms in public in violation of their fundamental right to bear arms. Allegheny County residents who do not have a license to carry firearms are now being completely denied of their right on pain of severe criminal penalties. We look forward to vindicating the rights of our clients and all who wish to carry firearms in public for self-defense. Now, unfortunately, many anti-gun states have started that lockdown procedure again, and as a result, certain police departments have taken it upon themselves to stop issuing permits, new permits. So if you're a person who lives in America and you have the right to keep and bear arms, and you wish to today file for your permit, which I don't even think we should have permits, but that's a different story. But you want to have your permit to keep yourself and your family safe. You can't do it in some of these towns and cities because they decided is more important. But my question, here in Massachusetts, your driver's license has a photo. They can use that photo. And we've been told that these masks work. So why can't they just take your fingerprints with a mask and some rubber gloves? Now, that has happened in numerous places here in Massachusetts as well as others, and we simply will not stand for it anymore. Now, the Firearms Policy Coalition President Brandon Combs had another great comment. He said, as the Supreme Court just days ago made clear, governments may not ignore the Constitution and prevent people from exercising their rights even during a pandemic. The defendant's unconstitutional laws and policies have made it impossible for law-abiding people to exercise their right to bear arms. That is a policy choice that the Constitution takes off the table. Through this case, other FPC lawsuits, and many more cases that will be filed very soon, FPC will continue fighting forward and work to restore the people's right to keep and bear arms across the United States. If that makes you smile, that there is a group that is fighting back fiercely, hit the thumbs up, share it with your friends, and down below I will have a link where you should join Firearms Policy Coalition if you're not a member already. If you are a member, they could use a little bit of your help. Donate if you can. I just did a considerable chunk to a couple of the groups that I'm a member of. It's on us to help them do the work that we want them to do. Unfortunately, this takes money. And if you haven't been paying attention, Firearms Policy Coalition is all over the place. How much so? Let me read you a few of them. Now, some of these I've already reported on, some I haven't had a chance to yet just because it's been crazy, but some of their major Second Amendment cases include challenges to the state of Pennsylvania's ban on carrying and Philadelphia's gun permit unit policies and practices. That case is Fetserka v. Outlaw, which we're all going to be shortly. Pennsylvania's ban on carry by adults under 21 years of age. That's Lara v. Evanchik. California's handgun ban and roster laws. That's Rena v. Becerra. Maryland's carry ban. That's Cal v. Jones. New Jersey's carry ban. Bennett v. Davis. New York City's carry ban. Greco v. New York City. The federal ban on the sale of handguns and handgun ammunition by federal firearms licensees to adults under 21 years of age. Reese versus Batfy. That's the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms and Explosives. And others, with many more cases being prepared today. I love that. Now, if you're still watching, I hope you are. Firearms Policy Coalition needs your help being a plaintiff. If you or somebody you know match any of the things I'm about to say, if you fall into one of these categories, call them and I'll have the information on the screen. They need your help to help us win in the long run. This comes right from them. Firearms Policy Coalition is urgently seeking individual and FFL plaintiffs for a number of lawsuits that are being prepared to challenge laws and policies that infringe on fundamental rights, including but not limited to laws and policies that prevent individuals from purchasing and or possessing so-called assault weapons and high-capacity magazines, laws and policies that prevent 18 to 20-year-olds young adults who are under 21 from obtaining handguns from FFLs and carrying loaded, operable arms in public for self-defense. Number 3, laws and policies that prevent individual adults over the age of 18 from carrying loaded handguns or other arms outside their home. Number 4, laws and policies that prevent individuals from acquiring and or possessing handguns or other arms without first acquiring a purchase permit. Number 5, laws and policies that prevent individuals from acquiring or possessing firearms due to a conviction for a non-violent crime or mental health adjudication that did not involve an involuntary commitment. And number 6, laws that prevent honorably discharged veterans from acquiring or possessing firearms because they have been classified as a mental defective due to the agency's determination that they lack the mental capacity to contract or manage his or her own affairs because they need assistance managing VA benefits and have a fiduciary. If you or someone you know meets any of those criteria above, and there are a lot of us out here that do, you can contact the Firearms Policy Coalition on the web. The address is right here in front of you. It's firearmspolicy.org/hotline. You can email them, as you see here on the screen, potential plaintiffs at fpchq.org, or by telephone 855-252-4510. And that is the Firearms Policy Coalition Legal Action Hotline. It's available 24/7, 365. I'll also have a link in the description, guys and gals. Join Firearms Policy Coalition. Donate if you can. I know it's the holidays, but they are doing the work that needs our backing. These groups are only as strong as the members, and we need to stand up, and we need to stand proud, and we need to stand as one. Enough with the fractured BS. Let's all pull together and let's fight, because tougher times are coming and they're only weeks away. Ladies and gentlemen, if you found any information in this video that made you smile, made you mad, or made you want to fight, smash the thumbs up button, subscribe to Guns and Gadgets, forward this with about 308 of your friends, and until we see each other again, be safe, stay vigilant, and carry a weapon. Firearms Policy Coalition, thank you. Take care, everybody.